Hey stars, I'm Deshawnhollywood and I'm back with another dope video. In today's video, we're actually going to be talking about something a little bit serious as well as recreating a look. I really wanted to talk about this topic because I feel like that it is very, very important in so many different aspects with so many different communities involved, as far as like the gay community, even the straight community, just like the beauty influencer community, all of that, okay? It's a little serious, and I'm sure as you saw by the title, who it's involving. It is involving Ethan Peters, aka Ethanisupreme. Rest in peace, rest his soul, who has passed away at the young age of 17 through an alleged overdose. This is just something that I want to talk about as I'm kind of getting ready and recreating one of his iconic looks. So if this is something that you would like to find out more about and also see the final results at the end, then you already know what I need you to do. Keep watching.
Ooh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'ma let you work up on it. Ladies, let them check up on it.
So I'm actually going to insert the picture into the video so that you guys can see which look I'm actually recreating. I love this look. I think that it's very kind of like punk rock, like kind of goth glam. And I feel like that was his aesthetic and something that he really, really did well. For the most part, I kind of just want to, like, this is just so sad to me. Like, I can't believe that young man literally is gone at 17 years old. Like, this is something that I feel like people need to take a lot more serious, especially when it just comes to, like, you know, checking on your friends, being there for your friends, making sure that like your mental health is in order, that your friends' mental health is in order, the whole nine, because we really should not be losing people at like such a young age like that. I mean, it's already hard enough to lose anyone, but to lose someone at 17, and then it was even said and reported that his father was the one who found him. And I cannot imagine, like, first of all, I hear from parents all the time that their biggest fear is having to, you know, bury their children, or like their children going out before them. I know something that my mom, like, that's been a big fear for my mom that she's always expressed to me, is like she would not know what to do or not know how to handle if, you know, she had to bury me. Like, if she was planning my funeral. And I can imagine that any parent out there feels that exact same way, because that is just horrible. You know, you want your kids to live as long as possible and live the best life that they can. And it's just so unfortunate that this happened to this young man. Also, guys, I just wanted to take this time to say that if you are new here, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Make sure that you like this video and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time I upload a video. I try to upload at least 3 to 4 times out of the week, consistently, just so that you guys can truly stay connected with me throughout my entire YouTube journey. Getting back on topic, you know, I actually wasn't subscribed to Ethan's channel, and I didn't really know much about him, but one of my best friends who is really in tune with, like, you know, YouTube culture, they don't have a YouTube or anything, but, you know, they watch my YouTube and they also stay in tune as far as like other YouTubers and things like that. He sent the article to me and was just asking like, hey, do you know this YouTuber, or have you heard about this story? It's very unfortunate and sad. Which is when I initially started to do more research and kind of dig into his story. And I just felt like it was so sad. Like, I saw a lot of things in there that, like, you know, he was someone that was really affected by cancel culture. I didn't really look into exactly what it was that he was, like, getting canceled over. I just feel like, you know, I didn't want to see anything that could, like, jade me of this video, just because I'm like, you know, you should never speak ill of the dead, or, like, you never know what people are, like, really going through. So I just didn't want to cast any judgment or anything like that, but I just couldn't believe that he was only 17 years old. I'm like, this is horrible. Like, this is truly horrible. Like, nobody should go out at like that young age. Like I feel like he had so much life ahead of him and to live, and it's just like, whoa. And also to die of like a overdose, it's like, this is so sad. And I just feel like this is something that affects my community every single day. And when I say my community, I'm talking about the gay community. Like, drugs are so oversaturated in the gay community, and it is so sad. Guys, like, if there is anyone out there that is struggling with addiction, or like you feel like you need to like use that as a crutch, please reach out to someone, talk to someone, anyone that you feel comfortable with, anyone that you feel like that you just need to get something off of your chest. Like, please tell them. If it's a parent, if it's a friend, if it's a like stranger, I don't know, anyone that you feel comfortable with that you could like get that off of your chest and just release that, do it. Please do not fall into using drugs as like your crutch or your confidant or something that you rely on, because it really is just so unhealthy and it's never a good outcome at all. So guys, as like friends and stuff, I want us to do our part of just making sure that we're checking in on our friends, even our successful friends, even our happiest friends. Like, you know, those are the ones that I feel like we really need to check up on. Like, your friend that's always so happy, and like, you still need to check up on them, because I even had to learn that about myself, because I've always been the go-to friend. Like, I'm the friend that people come to when they need to talk, when they need to relieve some, like, just vent or whatever. And I realized, like, sometimes I'm like, okay, well, who do I go to when I need to do that? Who do I go to when I need someone to talk to? And it wasn't until I really kind of started opening up, like, hey, like, you know, I need somebody to talk to sometimes too. Like, I can't always be the strong one. I can't always be the go-to friend, because it stresses me out. And another thing is, not only am I the go-to friend, but I'm also the go-to family member. Like, my family member, like, relies on me a lot to just be that big support system and that, like, motivating figure in our family. And like, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that could be a lot on someone. That can really take a toll on you. Like, you just don't know. Like, when you're in that situation, and it's like, you don't want to let anyone down because you want to be there for them, but sometimes, like, you really just need to take a breather for yourself. And I also feel like this ties into mental health. Like, we really need to start taking our mental health seriously, because this stuff is real, you guys. Like, this is really, really real. And like, I would hate for this to happen to anyone. Like, this is not okay. Like, I just feel so bad for his family. I feel so bad for his supporters and fans and people who really like either looked up to him or liked him, or like the people that he inspired. Like, it's just really an unfortunate situation. Like, seriously. Like, that's why I even wanted to start talking about this, because I'm like, no, like, this needs to be said. I don't want his story to just go unheard. Like, no, we need to get it out there, and we need to let people know, like, come on, like, check up on your friends, like, seek help. Don't fall into addiction, because it's real. It really is real. So now, before I do the eyeshadow, I am going to go in with a light base, just so the eyeshadow can really pop. And I really love this look. Like, I love this look that he did. Actually, I love a lot of looks that he did. I kind of wish that I was tapped in and more in tune with his videos, because I've watched a few of his videos since then, and I'm like, I really like his personality. I think that, like, he was, like, you know, really funny and just kind of like really wild and out there, like, which I can relate to, because I feel like I'm someone that is also really out there and just kind of crazy in a silly way, which I can see why people gravitated to him. So I just set my eyeshadow with powder, but like, as I'm looking at the picture, because I'm looking at the picture as I'm doing this makeup because I want to make sure that I get it right, I noticed that he had a really bright under eye. So I'm actually going to go in with this Kevin Aquan Skin Enhancer, which is like kind of the brightest concealer that I have. And I'm just going to brighten up underneath my eyes because I see that it is like really making the eyeshadow hit on his look. So I want to do the same thing. And then after that is when I will go in with the first color of eyeshadow. I'm going to take my Huda Mauve Obsessions palette. I'm going to go in with the lightest color. And I'm just going to pack that all over my lid to just have like a nice clean base before I get into like all the bright shadows. Because I noticed like on his eye, he also had some shimmers in there as well. So I'm just going to try to emulate the look as much as I possibly can. And I really like this look as well because it is really stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, y'all know, I am like very basic. I don't really do color. And I definitely don't do like crazy out there looks like this either. Like underneath here as well. So I'm gonna do that. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I promise you guys, like it's gonna turn out. Like it's going to turn out. I'm gonna do Ethan justice with this look, okay? And from that same palette, I am going to use this like sparkly color here, and I'm going to really pack that and build that up right in this inner color right in here. And I'm going to really, really build it up so that you really can see it and it's nice and vibrant on both sides. See? The next palette I'm going to use is the Huda Electric Obsessions palette. And I'm going to go in with this color right there, which is kind of like a purpley pink color, kind of like what he had for his look. And then I'm going to kind of just start shaping it in like a triangle, kind of like what he did. Like so. I'm going to really push it up into that like brow area. Just like you see here. Alrighty, so next what I'm going to do to really kind of like buff out the corners is I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm really just going to kind of like buff this out so that it isn't so harsh on the sides in here. Because that's what I seen on like his original posts anyway. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take a dark shade, which I'm going to use this shade from Marc Jacobs right in here. And I'm just going to go all the way down, like the middle. Like even all the way at the top, in between here. And at the bottom. Alright, and now just to add like some highlights around like brows and looks, I am going to go in with my Dior palette. And I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade like right in here. And I'm just going to start putting that in highlighted areas. So the brow. And one thing I also really appreciate about this look is that it's not technically meant to be neat. Like, this is more of like an artistry look, or editorial we can say, which is really dope. And also way out of my comfort zone. Another reason why I kind of wanted to tackle it, because it's like something different than I usually give you guys. Alright, let's add liner. Alrighty, stars, so lashes, liner, and mascara were all added off camera. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish with complexion to really finish and complete out this look. Just really kind of carving out that nose. I'm gonna really make this contour like sharp and deep because again, I'm going for that really like glam goth look. And I just really want to like do this look justice for Ethan. Did you guys know who Ethan was? Like, if you knew who Ethan was, comment down in the comment box and like let me know. Like, did you guys watch his content? Were you fans of his? Or did you know even about this story at all? Like, I want to know because I was honestly so shocked when I found all this out. So now I'm going ahead and I am adding powder to my look to really make sure everything is nice and carved out. Just like so. So far, so good. I like the way this is turning out. It's giving me a really like party monster vibe. Like, I used to love that movie when I was younger. Like, oh my god. It's not really a movie that someone should be watching when they were younger, but I definitely rented it from Blockbuster, I remember, and was like so obsessed. I initially wanted it because of Macaulay Culkin being in it, but then when I actually got into what the movie was, I remember my mom even being like, what is this? Like, what did I let you rent? I'm gonna go in with my blush, like, while I'm baking. Just kind of, like, blush out these cheeks. I noticed that he did have a very kind of, like, subtle pink blush moment going on, so I wanted to do that, too. Just really blush out those cheeks. Dusting away that powder. I'm gonna really kind of we need warmth back into the face. I'm going in with my Fenty bronzer and just really getting that color back from all the powder we just did. Even take a little bit down my nose as well. Yes. I'm pretty much done with complexion. Now I'm going to go back in with that same palette and those same lighter colors that we highlighted the brow bone and everything with. And I'm just going to kind of like do a little bit around the edges of this look. Because I noticed that he had that as well. Really kind of connecting the points. Ooh, I'm obsessed. Alright, let's move on to lips. So I moved on to lips because I noticed that like Ethan didn't really have any highlighter on. So the eye was pretty much the main event. And he did overdraw his lips, so I'm gonna do the same. Like so. Alrighty, and now to finish off the lip, I am gonna add a little bit more color into the middle. And his lips were really kind of like glossy and juicy, so I am gonna finish it off with a gloss to get that look. And this is a gloss that has like a nice pink payoff. As well. And it makes your lips feel so soft. So that's another reason why I like really love it. I need to get them nice and juicy. Now let's do a nice little set. Alrighty guys, now I'm about to get dressed so you can see the final and complete look.
Shine bright like a diamond. 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 Fine light in a beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see a vision of ecstasy.
Alrighty stars, and this is the complete and final look. This is me dressed up, giving you that goth glam look, and I love it. I am truly paying homage to Ethan. Rest in peace. I give my condolences out to his family. I love that he inspired so many people all around the world, and this is just such an unfortunate story, and I really hope that this is something that you guys take seriously. Like I said in the beginning, if you need help, if you need somebody to talk to, please reach out to someone. Please don't ever let it get this bad to where you truly depend on substance to coat your emotions or your feelings and things like that. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And until next time, stay beat. Bye, stars.
We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Right away. After sight, I felt energy of surrender. I saw the light, this light.